Today's video is presented by the EA Game Changers Network.
Real Madrid. They had a shocker of a season for their standards in the previous season. Eliminated in the Champions League round of 16 to Ajax, and definitely not even close to their El Clasico rivals Barcelona in La Liga. They've brought back Zinedine Zidane, but the question remains, are they going to continue their era of dominance? Well, we are going to try continuing this era here as we have the first rebuild of FIFA 20. Today, we are rebuilding Real Madrid. G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to, as I said, the first rebuild of FIFA 20. I was lucky enough to be flown out to Gamescom in Germany where I was able to capture some FIFA 20 career mode content nice and early for you guys. So I thought, let's do a rebuild, a Real Madrid rebuild, and here we are. Now, I need you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, with all of these customization options in FIFA 20 career mode, we need Mr. Rebuild to look like an absolute stud, an absolute G. Let me know what you want him to look like in the comment section down below. But lads, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you want some more FIFA 20 career mode content, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. So this is what our starting lineup looks like for this first season. Definitely a strong side with a lot of room for improvement. My first port of calling, probably going to go in for a new striker. Also aiming to sell Gareth Bale. It's rumored strongly in real life. I know Zinedine Zidane has kept him at Madrid for the moment, but we'll probably look to move him on. We're also going to have the new addition of dealing with squad morale. Going to have to be smart with what I do this season in that aspect. And here we go, our first player chat. It is from Sergio Ramos. Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I'd like to give you a warm welcome at Real Madrid. That is good to see. For the most part, I'm going to be answering these player conversations quite positively because I don't want to get sacked. I don't want morale to go low. And there it is, lads. Our first signing as Real Madrid manager. It's been rumored in real life, but we have made it happen. Kylian Mbappe signing from PSG for £100 million on the dot. What a huge addition. And we have had a player departure here. James Rodriguez back from loan at Bayern Munich, and now a Manchester City player. They splashed the cash and signed him for, I believe it was close to £60 million. Piemonte Calcio. Who the hell is that? They have bought Gareth Bale from us. He's been rumored with a move to the Chinese league in real life, but in our rebuild, he is headed to Serie A, signing with Juventus 2.0. Oh my god. I have triggered definitely a lot of people here. It's never gonna happen in real life, but we have signed Lionel bloody Messi from Barcelona. Oh, first day of FIFA 20 and we're already making massive moves. We have signed the Argentine for an absolute steal when you're talking about him. £128 million for Messi. And now with the dynamic player potentials, we could easily keep him at the 94, if not get him up to a 95 if he plays well and is kept happy. So that is a huge pickup. Welcome to the Santiago Bernabeu, Lionel Messi. So here we are, 1 hour remaining on transfer deadline day. We've done some pretty big business here to kick off our time at Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi in. James Rodriguez and Gareth Bale out of the club. Let's go check out our Champions League group. So we are in Group G of the Champions League this season. It is similar, or I think it's the exact same to what you would have got in FIFA 19, purely due to the fact that the Champions League draw hasn't been released in real life. So we have CSKA in Moscow, AS Roma, and Victoria Plzen. Are we going to get into the round of 16? I would certainly hope so, but we're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. Yep, there we go. Undefeated in the Champions League. Roma only finish on 5 points It is ourselves and CSKA Moscow into the round of 16. And our opponent for that game is going to be another club from Moscow. It is Lokomotiv Moscow, who we have in the Champions League round of 16. I would expect us to win that one. Things are going well in our Liga. Not incredible, but we currently find ourselves sitting in second position at the halfway point. Generally, I say all I care about is top 4, but with Real Madrid, we need to be winning the league. A player signing here. Is it entirely necessary? I don't think so, but is it welcomed with wide open arms? You bet you it is. It is Paul Pogba signing here at Real Madrid for £79.6 million. Now, this is a deal I was not over the moon about. I'm not expecting it, but PSG have activated the £119 million release clause of Thibaut Courtois, and he is now a PSG man. So we've got to go in here on deadline day and make a big goalkeeper signing. There's a few names I have in store, but which one I bring in, I'm not sure. Hey, that rhymed. We have got our man, £100 million spent on the Slovenian goalkeeper, Jan Oblak. That is a massive, massive pickup there. He is so highly rated. Very excited to see how he performs now, and especially from our Madrid neighbors, our Madrid rivals. That's one up on Atletico Madrid. So a pretty busy January transfer window. We've sold Thibaut Courtois, brought in Paul Pogba and Jan Oblak. Those two guys should be influential in our Champions League campaign. Let's see how they go, and let's see how we go. Lokomotiv Moscow here, the away leg. We're going to simulate it. No longer can you watch the games through. It's going to automatically go to the 90th minute, and it is going to be a 2-0 win for us here. 2 away goals, Hazard and Toni Kroos. You love to see it. That is a massive, massive result there. We have a massive advantage headed into the home leg now at the Santiago Bernabeu. So we are going to have a press conference here. I'm not normally going to show them to you guys, but I thought, why not show them to you? They're a new feature. They're pretty cool in my opinion, and they really add a lot to the dynamic of career mode this year. So your clear favorites today. Can anything change that? I'm gonna skip through them because originally I wasn't planning on showing you guys, but if you want to see the definitive answers, make sure you hit that pause button to check it out. But we are only speaking good things into the universe right now. We want Squadron Morale to be extremely happy. There's been some top performances. We can do even better. That is the positive reinforcement we need, but that is our first press conference in this rebuild. Here we go now, the home leg. We are 2-0 up as we get into it. Let's see how we go against Lokomotiv Moscow. We win 3-0. Mbappe, Kroos, and Hazard all scoring. We are through to the Champions League quarterfinals. And in the quarterfinals, we have a massive test. We are versing Bayern Munich. We couldn't verse Shakhtar Donetsk. We couldn't verse Benfica. We've been drawn up against bloody Bayern Munich. Let's see how we go. Bayern Munich here at home in the Champions League quarterfinals. A full-strength starting 11 out on the pitch, and it is a 2-0 win. Hazard in the first minute. Luka Modric in the 79th minute. Would have loved to watch that one through. I can tell you guys that I have spoken to one of the top FIFA 20 career mode developers, and they are considering adding the full simulation package back in, which is good. But for the moment, it is a 2-0 advantage over Bayern Munich. No away goals conceded. I'm happy. And now it is time for the away leg here at the Allianz Arena. Let's see how we go. We've got a 2-0 advantage. Let's not choke it. Let's not choke it. A 1-0 win. Hazard has been scoring goals for fun here. And we are into the Champions League semi-finals. Let's see who we're facing. It is going to be Juventus in the Champions League semi-finals. Going to be coming up against Gareth Bale. Let's get it done. The first leg here is at home at the Santiago Bernabeu, taking on Piemonte Calcio. Going to have Ronaldo, going to have Dybala, going to have Gareth Bale, and it's a 2-1 advantage in our favor, but they do get an away goal through Mario Mandzukic, which is a little bit worrying, and Isco with a slight knock there. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Yep, it's something serious. Isco out for 4 bloody months. What? So we're going to have to do without Isco here in the second leg. We are away at Juventus, at the Juventus Stadium, at the Turin Stadium, whatever it's called. I don't even know what they're calling it in this game now that they don't have the licensing, but we are 2-1 up and we score another 2-1 victory, meaning we are headed to the Champions League final 4-2 on aggregate. Let's go, Madrid. So we have a press conference here ahead of the Champions League final against Manchester City. It is the pinnacle of club football in Europe, and we are facing messages from the media, scrutiny, positive messages, but we just want to make sure that we have peak morale headed into the Champions League final. I mean, why would you not talk positively in this aspect? We want to be very happy, we are very happy, and we want to win the Champions League final here. So, as you would have gathered, we are versing Manchester City in the Champions League final. It is Real Madrid here. Can we get the job done in Season 1? Taking a look around the other leagues, Everton, Europa League winners. Maybe that's a look into the future. They take down United 1-0. And we have won La Liga. We end up crushing the league, 10 points ahead of Barcelona, which is nice to see. So if we do lose tonight, we are going to be in the Champions League next season. And scrolling down the table, it is Leganes, Valladolid, and Mallorca all getting relegated. Taking a look around the domestic cups, Barcelona won the Supercopa. We were eliminated in the semi-finals. And it is Valladolid winning Copa de España. So they are going to be in Europa League next season from the second division. But here we go, lads. We are going to have a look at our squad report as we take on Manchester City in the Champions League final. Can we get the job done in season number 1? We certainly have the squad too. This could be a potential look at this season's Champions League final in real life. So who said FIFA isn't realistic? But a lot of our players growing throughout the season. Dynamic potential helping the guys that aren't here. And a lot of our young players still growing on the bench, so very interested to see how that works over time with dynamic potential. Also, I should point out, these aren't the final overalls. They're getting adjusted once the full game comes out. These are the overalls from FIFA 19. But anyways, lads, let's get into the Champions League final. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. FIFA 19, or FIFA 20 I should say, is underway. Let's get into it. I'm going to be narrating this one at full speed because I did record this earlier. This is post-com, but an early opportunity here. The 20th minute, Messi's pass doesn't have enough sauce on it and it goes into the gloves there of Edison. But we are starting this Champions League final out on a positive note. Paul Pogba running through, takes a touch, finesses. It bounces off the post. We can't get the follow-up. We do win the ball half-back, but ultimately danger is cleared. Only a matter of minutes later, though, we continue on the attack. Mbappe dinking that one in. Messi scores our first goal of FIFA 20 in the Champions League final. We have taken the lead here. We are 1-0 up. That is absolutely beautiful to see. Advantage Real Madrid. That is actually my first goal that I've scored on this FIFA 20 build. And it is a beautiful one as well. Beautiful positioning there over the top of John Stones, I believe it was, or maybe Americ Laporte. But that is great to see. Moving into the second half now, Manchester City on the attack. Leroy Sané, who looks like an absolute weapon in the game this year, is going to go to Sergio Aguero. His shot is blocked by Marcelo. A close call there, definitely for City. But only a matter of minutes later, we find ourselves on the counter-attack. It is going to be Hazard. A beautiful ball over to Messi. Off the head. Takes a touch. Probably should have hit that one first time. If we hit it first time, I reckon we probably would be 2-0 up. But now, Man City have an opportunity to make us pay for not taking the most of our opportunity. It is going to be Mendy, of all players, shooting it, blowing it over the crossbar, and showing us why he is a left back. 15 minutes to play here. Luka Modric off the field. Messi going to Paul Pogba. Pogba out to Mbappe. Mbappe to Dani Carvajal. The right back pushing up. He cuts back, looking for some support. Passes it to Messi, who goes to Mbappe. It's blocked. It falls to Paul Pogba. We get a slice of luck, and we have a 2-0 advantage here in the Champions League final with Real Madrid. How bloody good is that, lads? We look like we are destined to win our first rebuild of the year. That would be absolutely fantastic. Got very lucky with the bounce, but good to see a little bit of luck going our way for once. New shooting animation there from Paul Pogba. And with only a matter of minutes now, it's a matter of how many goals we are going to win the Champions League final by. We go there, Toni Kroos. It comes out to Messi. Casemiro going to Mbappe, who goes to Messi. The shot is saved. Pogba finds the back of the net again, but unfortunately, it is pulled back for being offside. That would have been the dagger in the hearts of Manchester City fans. But as we move into stoppage time, the ball is going to go to Raheem Sterling, looking for a consolation goal. Takes a deflection off the Englishman. We're going to let it roll out, and we are going to see the full-time whistle blown. Lads, our first rebuild of FIFA 20 has been successfully completed, and we have successfully rebuilt Real Madrid. If you're looking forward to future rebuilds in FIFA 20, make